Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Oh, where's my beads? Is in the description here if you want to come on. So it's time to play with Krishna and Radha, Prema Bhakti. Hare Krishna. The link is in the comments and also on my timeline. So come on. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Where are you guys? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. There he is. Welcome. Great classes you gave today. I like it. Keep on doing it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Circle back to that one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. You know, Jesus' statement wasn't quite conclusive. He said, where two or more shall be in my name, there I shall be. It's not that Jesus, it's probably somebody who said that. You know, they just didn't quite get it. Where two or more are gathered in my names, Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna, devotion to Krishna, Holy Spirit, there I shall be, there we shall be. Prema Bhakti, see, devotion to Krishna. Two, relationship. Need them both, right? Krishna's not very beautiful without prema. Okay? And so we need the two, Radha and Krishna. Where two or more are gathered in our names, there we shall be. That sounds better. A little more conclusive. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. That's my understanding now. Hare Krishna. It's all about relationship. Hare Krishna. Yoga Maya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, even if you're alone, you're chanting alone. Where two or more are gathered in my name, when Radha and Krishna are together, you feel them dancing in your heart. There they are. There they are. They're there. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Radha Krishna, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda. Oh, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri 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 Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Krishna. Oh boy. Radhe Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. Radha Govinda, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Here we go. We got another gopi coming up here. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. There's that beautiful woman, the most beautiful woman in the universe here. Yeah, we need more like her. You gotta get Radha's mercy though. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Give me your blessing there, Lolita, so I can chant the holy name properly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Krishna, Radha, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Oh my Lord. Woo! Krishna. Oh yeah, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Oh my God. You're saying, how can it get any better than this? And it does. It just does. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right, Eric, are you ready for the ride? Are you ready to blast off into Never Never Land? Never would we have expected to go to Vrindavan so quickly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So River says, can you explain how it felt when you first experienced ecstasy and how it feels now? Yes, I can. It was my most perfect day of my life. And now it's the more perfect day of my life. Every day becomes more perfect. I don't know how that happens, but I don't question it anymore. Just let me fly into that wonderful, more perfect day every day. There he is, Thomas, Mr. Cool. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. As I was chanting, I got this realization. The way things are today, with people doing stupid things like wearing these masks and getting these injections and all that, it's all the misuse of social media. People are socializing in the wrong way. and people, they're being manipulated. See, this is using social media in the right way. See, and everybody here is becoming more free of the Maya being used by social media. Isn't that amazing? It's like there's Yoga Maya here and there's Maha Maya there in social media. It's like a war, of the truth against the illusion. This is, and it's funny. It's like Maya is allowing it too. He says, "Oh yeah, go ahead. Let's have a war. Let's get it happen." Where's the censorship? You're not censoring us. Why is that? Isn't that amazing? It's like Maya wants this war. It wants us to, defeat her or something, because she will be defeated. We will win. What is the illusion? Can you imagine that? People, that's a weak thing, people putting masks on and getting all that stuff. All because they're listening to people manipulating them on social media. And Maya's manipulate, illusion, misuse of our independence. Here we're using it properly. Okay, it's wonderful. Get more happy. Everybody gets more restricted. See, more restricted. We're becoming more expanded, more enlightened. See, enlightened, literally lighter, and also more brighter, more intelligent, more free, more ecstatic. Okay? So everybody wants to be more happy, right? Even little demons would love to have. They'd like to have. Could you imagine if they knew? Hey, you demons out there listening, you manipulators of social media over there. Hey, you want real immortality? Come listen here every day. Come chant with us. Yes, this mantra will give you immortality. You don't need any machines. You'll get real intelligence. Forget this artificial intelligence. This is better intelligence. Ecstatic intelligence, man. Revelation, realization. You'll know what God knows. You will become like real gods in this world. Lord will use you. God will use you to liberate the world. Doesn't that sound attractive there, you little demons out there? Isn't this an easier way? You become more wealthy than me having billions of dollars. And each time you holler the holy name, you become more wealthy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Where's the little thing? There we go. It's in here somewhere. Come on, get out. There we go. The battery's down here. Come on, let's get it up. Come on. There we go. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Gopal Champu again. So Gopal Champu by Jiva Goswami. Let's read some more of this wonderful book.
The music is so loud that I cannot hear your voice.
I got it. O Sri Krishna, O Sri Krishna Chaitanya, O Lord accompanied by Sri Rupa Goswami and Sri Sanatan Goswami, O Lord attained by Sri Gopal Bhatta and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. Is that better? O Lord, dear to the residents of Raj, please protect me. The glorious forest named Vrindavan begins a great auspiciousness to the earth goddess. This forest has the power to deliver all living beings in all the worlds. The mere touch of its purifying breeze washes away all troubles. That touch opens the bolt of the door in the person of in the prison. That bolt, no, that touch opens the bolt on the door in the prison of the three Vargas: economic development, sense gratification, and material piety. So that's the purpose of attraction to Krishna, to Vrindavan. See, it opens the bolt because we're in prison in economic development, sense gratification. And what was the other one there? The other one was and material piety. See, material piety. People trying to do pious deeds, and it's a bolt. It's like almost like a prison. Even you think you develop great faith in that path, but this is different. This is the unique path, the more wonderful. Love of God. Relishing devotional mellows. He opens up all prison doors. Gone free. Set free. Yeah. And it carries away the fragrance of impersonal liberation. With his great glories, it unties the bonds of impersonal liberation. Although in other places the Supreme Personality of Godhead does not easily give the gift of devotional service, in the land of Vrindavan, he easily gives it always. In his heart, the demigod Brahma yearned to attain even a lowly birth in Vrindavan. He thought his contact with Vrindavan was the beginning of his own glorious good fortune. A lot of people might think, it's just, just being in Vrindavan alone. No, take birth in Vrindavan where the devotees are, sporting with Krishna. That's the real essence. Or here, sporting with Krishna. Aren't we sporting with it? You think it's just Krishna here? You think it's just Radha? There's sport going on here. Hey, there's a dance. Hey, there's Hari Katha, man. There's prema, there's bliss, there's the name, there's the conception of Vrindavan. Talking about Vrindavan, chanting Vrindavan's name, Radha and Krishna. Hey, this is devotional service. So if you want the gift of it, you got to go where people have it. See, it's a relationship. It's not about just Radha. It's not just about Krishna. It's about both of them. Get them together, then the fun starts, man. Then we find out our relationship with God. We're in our position. Bring Radha and Krishna together. Isn't that what we're doing, basically? Aren't we just like pujaris and maidservants and servants bringing the divine couple together? Yeah, I don't want to be Radha. I don't want to be Krishna. I like to see them they have a deeper relationship than I could ever have. I just want to observe. When Lord Chaitanya saw Krishna, he would be like a gopi. He would be observing Radha and Krishna, and the gopis sporting together. He was there, being part of it like that. And it's beautiful. It's wonderful. That's our position, not trying to be God. Isn't that what we read about, in Prabodhananda's son? Just let me be a maidservant and bring them together. Let me facilitate that relationship. Actually, that's kind of Manjari type Bhav, actually. The Manjaris are like, they want to bring them together. Yeah. Where were we here? Okay. Oh, yeah, I go like this. Oops, did it again. Okay. Verse number 11. In his heart, the demigod Brahma yearned to even attain a lowly birth in Vrindavan. He thought his contact with Vrindavan was the beginning of his own glorious good fortune. The ways of Vrindavan are very mysterious. They are like the poetic ornament, Viroda Alankar, where what seems a contradiction is resolved in the end, even in their author's lack of poetic skill. Poems about Vrindavan are glorious. That is because in those poems is an awareness of what is truly important and glorious. Oh man, why is this doing this here? Let's try this again. Yeah, isn't that the way it is? in these conceptions is an awareness. We become aware what's really important and glorious. People don't know that. They don't know what can give great glory to their lives. Okay? We need this awareness. This is the responsibility of devotees who are aware of what is really glorious. To bring Vrindavan to the world. Isn't that what Lord Chaitanya did? He brought this consciousness. What is Vrindavan? It's a devotee in prema bhakti, a devotee serving the Lord in ecstatic, spontaneous love of God. That's Vrindavan. See? People, when they make that, they see that, they start to, even though they may not understand it, they start to see what is actually glorious. Nothing else in this world is. People don't know because people are showing things that are inglorious in the world. Say inglorious, not, disglorious is a better word. See? Glorious is God, man. Our relationship with God. There's nothing, people need to know that. Practical, where you can feel encountering the Lord every day. You feel like, the Lord is with me. Wow, I'm not alone anymore. I'm not lonely. I haven't felt lonely. How people say, I'm lonely. I'm so lonely. I don't relate to that anymore. Lonely? When you have God, who don't you have? You have everything. He's the one we're looking for. In the relationship. I mean, you might feel, boy, I'd like to have the association of devotees because it brings the Lord. The Lord likes to associate with his devotees. Therefore, I like to associate with devotees because they bring the Lord in their relationship, and their relationship very interesting. Isn't that interesting to associate with these different devotees in their books? They bring a flavor. It's like a different flavor of ice cream. See, Krishna's the ice cream, but they're the flavors. Give it the flavor. See? This is the kind of happiness you get. This takes away, if you have any loneliness, that'll take it away if you're a devotee. Boy, it doesn't do it right now. Why doesn't this work anyway? Mhm. There are poetic, okay, to help people, to help the people of this world, blissful Krishna, the son of Nanda, descends again and again to the realm of Vrindavan. Oops. Oops. What is this? Okay. Oh, this is a problem. Okay, here we go. Again and again to the realm of Vrindavan. In this way, a great festival of bliss always fills Vrindavan. Yeah, when I read verses like this, I say, yeah, that's what it's about, man. The Lord descends. He descends to Vrindavan. That's this place, right? But he also descends in Harikatha. He descends here and fills the world with real bliss and real ecstasy. Why is this doing this, man? Oh, there we go. I see how it works now. Okay. Yeah. In this way, a great festival of bliss always fills Vrindavan. Festival of bliss. Sri Sukadev Goswami says Vrindavan is filled with wonderful bliss. O Parikshit, when Ram and Krishna saw Vrindavan, Govardhan, and the banks of the river Yamuna, they both enjoyed great pleasure. In Vrindavan, Govardhan Hill, which is glorified in these words, the Puranas call Lord Krishna by the same name, Gokulishvara, the master of Gokul. This confirms the truth that Goloka is Lord Krishna's abode. Goloka also is the abode of the Surabi cows. Govardhan Hill is the shelter of Krishna and his cows. Govardhan Hill is the shelter of Krishna and his cows. There's many ways to look at that too. Govardhan, Govardhan is a devotee. He's the shelter of Krishna and his cows. See, Krishna also is in the heart of everybody. With the neophyte, even a neophyte, a beginner person that's questing after truth, when they take shelter of a devotee of the Lord, they take shelter. That's actually like Krishna taking shelter because he's the potency, gives them the intelligence. So in a sense, even the devotee is the shelter of Krishna in that way. Krishna is the shelter of the devotee, and the devotee is the shelter of Krishna. See how he gives that responsibility. Okay, let's see. I think I got another technical thing I got to deal with here. You right there? Oops. Okay. What we got here? Okay. There it is. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's see if that takes care of it. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's how it does. Okay. The Puranas call Lord Krishna by the name the master of Gokul. This confirms the truth that Okay. You know what? I'm sorry I can't keep doing this with Lalita Madhava. It'll just be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. His thing doesn't hold, so I'm going to have to just take him off. Hopefully he'll understand. Otherwise I won't be able to read. He just can't. His connection don't hold. Okay. The Puranas call Lord Krishna by the name of Gokuleshvara, the master of Gokul. This confirms the truth that Gokul is Lord Krishna's abode. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, shoot. This confirms that Gokul is Lord Krishna's abode. Gokul is also the abode of the Surabhi cow. Oh, shoot. What the hell's going on? All right. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, okay, let's try that. Okay. Gokul is, Manasa Ganga and Govardhan are considered two different places in the realm of the three worlds. However, I think they are the same place. They are the same flood of love for Lord Krishna that has entered the world. Again, they talk in places and everything, but they're talking about the devotees, aren't they? Isn't that where the flood is coming? Now, where is that, Vrindavan? We need to see where the flood of this devotion is coming, and that's here. Or wherever it is, that's Vrindavan. See, it's where the flood of this devotion has come. Flood, isn't it? Flooding, man. It's like waters, you know? Every day, oh my God, this pisses me off when this thing happens. Yeah. I don't like my service being interrupted. Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to read something else here. Let's read. Okay. Why is this here? Place. Hare Krishna. Hey, that worked. I think. Okay, let's read a little bit about Lord Chaitanya. We'll skip around a little bit here. This is chapter 23 of the, I think, Madhya Lila. Yeah, Madhya Lila, maybe. The day the Lord delivered the Kazi. All glories to All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the ocean of transcendental qualities. All glories to Lord Vishvambara, the controller of personalities like Lord Shiva. All glories to the beloved Lord Nityananda and the best of the Brahmins. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. In this way, Lord Vishvambara enjoyed pastimes in Navadvip that could not be seen by everyone. Purport by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. No one is eligible to see all of the Lord Vishvambara's pastimes. One is only able to see the pastimes that he is qualified to see. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the various groups of people in the arena regarded Krishna in different ways. See, no one is eligible to see all of Lord Vishvambara's pastimes. One is only able to see the pastimes that he is qualified to see. Isn't that interesting? That's why in the Vaidhi level, between Vaidhi and spontaneous devotional service, if you're just qualified for Vaidhi, that's all you can see. If you look over here, it's like it's mishmash. It's like, I can't relate to that. So you can't see it. And the same thing when Lord Chaitanya was here. Not everybody could see this. They were the students. And they saw Lord Chaitanya in spontaneous devotional worship and they thought he was crazy. They wanted to teach him. See, they wanted to instruct him. See, that's they weren't qualified to see that. So that's the idea. So people will be drawn to what we're doing, and it'll be fewer right now, especially. Maybe not. I don't know, Who knows? Prabhupada said when there's, like wars, he said, when the war happens, the preaching will be very good. Well, the war is going on. This is a war here. People are all getting wounded. The masses are being wounded. We're the only ones untouched by this war. You notice that? See, if you're touched by the war, you'll be like wounded with the mask. See, your breathing is already inhibited. And see, that's the art of war. I was reading something about this. They talk about the art of war is to deceive, is deception, is the art. Deceive people, See, so that, and also this, yes, go up. This is good for you. Yes. Look at all the stars. They're all getting it, See, so we're in a war now. See, but the devotees are protected from this. And if you're not really a devotee and you're just one of these wannabes, it's showing now. Oh, look at this. You're actually siding with the opposite side. See, and you're bringing people that are, that are coming for the shelter of the Lord, and you can't give it because you're wounded yourself, wounded by the deception. You're deceived. See, like the gurus. And that's why I'm speaking out more now. See, hey man, why these gurus are being wounded, man? They're not strong enough to help you. Can anybody hear that? If the Lord is giving you some good sense, the shelter's not there. Boy, I wish I would have heard messages like this when I first came to Krishna consciousness, because I didn't want to, that was just all that was available. There was nothing else like this available. Okay. So the various groups of people in the arena regarded Krishna in different ways. When he entered with his elder brother, the wrestlers saw Krishna as a lightning bolt. The men of Mathura as the best of males, the women as Cupid in person, the cowherd men as their relative. Isn't that amazing? The cowherd men as their relative. And the impious rulers as a chastiser. Yeah. So that's kind of how it is. You notice the impious, when they see, and this is the impious rulers are also in religion. You notice who's ruling religion? See? How do you know they're impious? When you find those who have abandoned religion and are practicing the pure religion of prema, see, prema bhakti, then they say, this person came to chastise us, we'll chastise them first. See, because they say, "What is this guy? Why are we chastising the? We're saying, hey man, you're not up to snuff. We're chastising, spanking them. They want to spank us back." Look at this guy. He's chastising. Chastiser. He's a chastiser. They think it's a bad thing. See? So a lot of people think this is offensive, what's going on here. But no, this is Krishna working. He's a chastiser, right? Of the impious. Yeah. Well, I'm a religious person. Well, what did Jesus say? Hey, man, you guys are still vipers and snakes. You're deceptive. You're contaminated. See, chastiser. And they did, how dare he do this? Let's chastise him. Okay? The people misunderstand. They think Krishna is offensive. They think a real devotee who is also representing Krishna sometimes as a chastiser. Why did Jesus chastise the religious? It was important, huh? Because otherwise, how do you free the captives? People are captivated by religion. That's why even Krishna says, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me. You got to surrender to the chastiser. They're not offensive. They're just, Krishna's using them to chastise the illusion. Exhort free people. With the truth. The truth will set you free. The truth is to know everybody's position properly. Because if you consider a person your liberator and they're not, they're an imposter, they're in a wrong position. They don't know their real position. This is a problem. Then you're stuck there because you're not in truth. You got to be always in the truth. Truth will set you free. See? But people, if you're not in truth, then you're in captive. You're captive by lies, deceptions. And Maya, that's everywhere, isn't it? So to be a real guru, you got to have the potency of chastisement. Otherwise, there's no meaning to be guru. You can't set anybody free. You think it's all about going around in an organization and just being a people pleaser? This is what we got in religion. The gurus are going around and just, we'll say the right thing. We don't want to step on any toes. What kind of liberator is that? Tell us what to say. You can't stand. Well, if you stand for the truth, you have your, deeper understanding. I'm sorry, that doesn't go with what we have decided. So yeah. So chastiser is an important quality, actually. His parents as their child. The king of the Bhojas as death. The unintelligent as the Supreme Lord's universal form. the unintelligent. The yogis as the absolute truth, and the Vrishnis as their supreme worshipable deity. So day after day, the abode of Navadvip became filled with ecstasy because of the presence of Vishwambara, the Lord of Vaikuntha. See, day after day. See, this is recreated in Harikatha. We take the pastimes of the Lord and recreate this. Every day we bring the Lord here, and it's filled with ecstasy. See? That's how we go deeper. It's ever fresh. Then it becomes a lifestyle. We become nourished. Our spiritual body becomes nourished and stronger. More capacity. Oh yeah, there's one thing. Lurva said, well, how is your ecstasy now compared to when it started? It's kind of more capacity, and it's easier to enter into that. It's like easier to surrender to that. You know, before there was a little bit, oh, can I trust you, Krishna? Are you really can I just really let go and just surrender to that? You know? And now it's more like, let's fly into it, you know, it's just easier to enter into that blissful, ecstatic, you know, ocean. So, oh yeah, let's go, Lord. I just, you know, so that's it, man. It's Krishna surrenders to you, you surrender to Krishna. See, reciprocal, wonderful. It's more amazing every day. And then you just become naturally more like, oh, there's stuff going on in the world. Who cares, man? Just do what you want, man. You want to destroy the world, Lord? Go, just do it, man. Who cares? But let us just commune. Let us be together, man. Is this your desire? You want to destroy the world? Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah, put the masks on everybody, man. Let them act like idiots. You know, let them listen to liars and cheaters and deceivers. You know, if that's their desire, let them, let their activities bear their fruits. You know, maybe they'll learn something. If they won't listen here, here we're preaching all over the internet. We're preaching to the Vaidis, preaching to them, tell them take off their masks. Well, then go, just go your way. I'm going my way, and if you want, you can come along. Listen to those who are truthful here. You can come along. No? Well, what to do? Nityananda was one of his qualities. He was the disinterested friend of the fallen. Isn't that interesting? The disinterested friend of the fallen. Where do you hear stuff like that? How can you be disinterested and be a friend? But that's where it comes down to. It's like, hey man, you want to find your best friend. We're here to help you. But if you don't want, well, what can be done? You have your free will, your independence. All we can do is ask and beg sometimes and plead, and come on back, come back and listen to those who have real truth, man. Oh, you're not interested? Okay, well, the devotees keep meditating on the Lord, And here you do see the Lord came to bring himself and his devotees to show the world. Here, this is our relationship. We're really into the Lord, into God. This is our bliss, is serving the Lord like this in ecstasy. Are you interested? Anybody interested? Let's show it. You can be like this also. You want to be like this? You want to really be happy like this? You Vaidis out there, you want to really be happy like this? Oh no, we're not interested. Oh, okay. Well, they just kept on worshiping the Lord. And some said, yeah, we're interested. See, like now, you guys, yeah, we're interested in this. We're not disinterested in what you're doing. We're interested. Okay, great. We convince people this is the greatest thing in the world, isn't it? Isn't this the greatest happiness? To be with God, to have never be lonely again. Just for that. Isn't that a great perk, where you're never lonely again? Does anybody like loneliness? You know how many people commit suicide in this world because they're lonely? And not to ever have that problem again? Because, you have your other half. How can you, when you, even in the world, when you have your other half and you have a great relationship, why would you ever be unhappy? Wow, I got the great relationship. I got my other half. It never is as perfect as that's Krishna. He says, I'm sorry, man, nothing is ever, that's my shadow. How you're spirits. You're not a body, man. You're not even a material mind or emotions. So just can't happen that you'll be perfectly happy. No way, never. But with me, you will, because you're spirit. I'm spirit. I'm the supreme spirit. You belong to me. I actually belong to you. You don't know that. Come to my devotees. They'll teach you all of that. Yeah, they'll teach you how to bind me forever. Because they know. Only they know. Well, you think these imposters know? These guys prancing around the stage looking for the high seats? No? They don't even know their actual position. As dorks, dunces, less intelligent. Less intelligent. Only until you become a devotee does Krishna give you real intelligence. You don't know it. And that's what you got. That's why these, even Peter, I like this story with Peter. I saw this in the movie. This is really, Peter he thought he was intelligent. When he saw Jesus, he was all proud, and Jesus said, yeah, let's go fishing. He said, yeah, okay, we'll go. You speak to the fish. Like this. Proud, And then Jesus, showed him where to cast the net and everything. And he saw the power of Jesus, actually. And then he became ashamed. See? First become humiliated. First humiliation, then humbleness. This is the path for many of these guys. Hey man, you've been sitting on, you don't think there's going to be a reaction for sitting on high seats you don't deserve? You don't think there's going to be a reaction? Come on! And this reaction, this chastisement, is going to bring you the highest benefit. You may not like it at first. See? But hey, man, that's the treasure is this companion, eternal companion, Krishna, for real. To really have Krishna, be a real guru, a real leader. Yeah, led by your own personal relationship with God. People can see that you own Krishna and Krishna owns you. You want to be like that? Well, you got to go the right way. You got to go through the real door. You can't imitate that. All you do is bullshit yourself and bullshit your neophyte followers. There's no time to mess around now. Just the truth is what's going to set us free. Who can take it, though? If you still believe in illusion, you still believe in people that can't liberate you as your liberators, well, what can be done? We spoke the truth. They speak the lies. We speak the truth. So, hey, man, it's a sword fight now. People speaking lies, we speak the truth. What do you want to take shelter of? You know, my students, my friends here, look at what they get. They're becoming more ecstatic every day, more free every day, more in love with God every day. What are you getting out there? What are you gurus getting? Are you having this kind of effect in your worship of Krishna? Are you becoming more ecstatic every day? Or are you more or less like you were when you started? You notice? Are these gurus really changing? Are their followers really changing, or is it slow? More or less the same. Look at the changes in the transformations. This is the difference between spontaneous devotional service, Raghunuga Bhakti, and Vaidhi Bhakti. So very slow, many lifetimes. And when spontaneous devotional service is being offered, which is actually the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, then you have very quick advancement, spiritual advancement, very quick spiritual transformation from the mundane to the spiritual. Your spiritual body is awakened. That's why Jesus came, to awaken people's spiritual bodies. That's why Lord Chaitanya came, to awaken people's spiritual bodies. That's why we're here in this mission, to awaken the devotees' spiritual bodies, so they're real devotees and not just practicing. To have a spiritual awakening and an endless encounter with that spiritual Lord where you know him. And it's not like Jesus going to the woman at the well and saying, well, you're just in rituals and ceremonies, but we know what you don't. We know the Lord that you don't know in your rituals. We don't have to go anywhere to worship the Lord. All we have to do is open our mouth and worship the Lord in spirit and truth, and please God by just speaking the truth, hearing the truth. People just come here and hear these truths. You're pleasing God, and any sadhanas you do for 50 years around people that are not in the full truth. And they're preaching speculations. 1 minute around where the truth really is better than 50 years around where it isn't. Am I saying that? Is this wrong? Is this, this is hard to take because it's just so truthful, it's so real. It's like a sledgehammer on the illusion, isn't it? Doesn't that make sense? People for 10, 20, 30, 50 years in their speculations. But just coming here and just hear the sledgehammer of truth, just 1 minute is better than all of that. That's how powerful the conclusive understanding of God is, and his ecstatic, blissful worship is. It's all powerful, man. It wipes illusion. You just come, you may not even like it, man. It may just dash your dreams. You may hate this. But you made more advancements getting that crap out of you. It's like a needle popping a pus boil you've been carrying your whole lives. You need to be needled sometimes. You need this needle, not this one that they're giving you, the politicians want to give you. You need this needle, this injection. See? This will cure you. That will take you out. Day after day, I love this verse. Day after day, the abode of Navadvip became filled with ecstasy because of the presence of Vishvambara. See? That's why we're ecstatic, because God really is here. Otherwise, there'd be no ecstasy. Where you want to know where God isn't? Well, go to a temple And where is the ecstasy there or not? People think, well, we don't even know what that is. We don't even, we have a new checklist. This is what the truth is. No, this is what the truth. See, this verse is what the truth is. If Krishna or Lord Vishvambara or Gauranga and the real God is here, there'll be ecstasy. Not just in the book reading. Oh yeah, here I'm just reading. Oh, day after day, the abode was filled with ecstasy. Very good. Yeah, that was great back then. 550 years there was ecstasy. Oh yeah. Okay, great. Let's move on. No, we don't move on. Let's see where this relates to our here and now situation. Right, Eric? Is there ecstasy here every day or not? That means Vishvambara is here. Krishna is here. Jesus Christ is here. All of them are here, man. They love this kind of preaching, man. Where do you hear this preaching? Come on, man. This is uncommon stuff. Where do you hear the correction of the verses, even in a way hey, man, that sounds even more right. What good is it? What do you think? Just, where two or more are in my name, there I shall be. No, what do you think? Jesus he wants a relationship. There, Radha and Krishna will be. Both of them, right? We know. That's how it is. Radha and Krishna are here. We need the prema, the devotion. She's the incarnation of devotion. And we need Krishna. We need them both here. She's attracted to Krishna and Krishna's attracted to her. Right? We got to bring them together, man. That's our happiness. Is their happiness. Isn't that interesting? Now that's conclusive. See, Vishvambara is actually Radha and Krishna combined. So that's why if you chant Hare Krishna and you chant Sri Krishna Chaitanya, it's the same thing. There's no difference. That's why sometimes I go Radha Krishna and then go back to Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Again, I like the Sri Krishna Chaitanya because it adds a third thing in there. There's Sri Krishna, which is Radha and Krishna, and then Chaitanya I like because that's the living force, the life force. So the life force is Radha and Krishna. I love that. I just like to hear that. Yeah. Radha and Krishna's life force. Radha Krishna's life force. That is so true, so conclusive. Yeah. You're the force, man, of life in this world. You feel it, Janaki? Can you hear it? She's just over on the other side there. I got to read this again. It's so wonderful. Day after day, the abode of Navadweep. See, this is the abode of Navadweep, man. See, it's the devotees getting together in Sadhu Sangha. This is the abode of Navadweep. See, we're the abode, the person's abode. See, it became filled with the ecstasy. See, this is where telling you, hey man, come into the mist. We're into the mist of Sadhu Sangha where you can feel the ecstasy. See, the bliss, the ecstasy. Because there's a reason for this ecstasy. Reason, what is that? Because of the presence of Vishvambara. Without the presence of Vishvambara, there's no ecstasy. See, Vishvambara is the combined form of Radha and Krishna. See? He likes to associate with his devotees who welcome the twin divinities. The Lord of Vaikuntha, accompanied by his beloved Nityananda. See, his intimate friend, Nityananda, and servant. The Lord engaged in pastimes of relishing his own names. Relishing his own names. Everybody, if you're a guru, do you relish Krishna's name to the point of tears and choking and all these beautiful symptoms? You know that verse In Radharasa Sutta Nidhi, there's one that's preliminary. It says, when will tears appear in my eyes when I chant the holy names? Any tears appearing in your eyes regularly out there, Mr. Guru Deves? Because if not, you're not really a guru yet. But would you like to be? How would you like to lead all your disciples? I don't want them. You keep them. But how would you like to bring them to the real Vrindavan? But tears got to appear in your eyes profusely. This is your Bhakti Shastra, my friends. Do you have these on hand when you give class and when you chant the holy name? Oh, no, I never thought I needed that. Yes, this is your Bhakti Shastra. Yeah, otherwise you're not qualified. See, you're getting chastised now with the truth. Am I truthful there, Lalita? Am I telling a lie or am I exaggerating? Or I'm trying to help you guys, man. See, you come here, we'll give you your Bhakti Shastra. You come listen here. You come see, and the witnesses. You chant with us. And then you'll have your bhakti. We'll give you one of these. No, two. One for the snot, because you don't want to wipe your eyes with the snot. One for the snot that comes out, because you're blowing your nose profusely. And one for the eyes. See? And then you have to do laundry a lot. This is your qualification. Otherwise, you're not qualified yet. I know this is humbling for you and your disciples to know that you still have a ways to go, but we're here to give the Shiksha on the order of Prabhupada. Prabhupada told me to help his disciples. This is the real Bhakti Shastra, my friends, degree. The degree of your devotion will bring the tears, and then you need one of these. There you go. We'll hand these out to you. No exaggeration. This is really the truth. I know nobody has ever said anything like this before for 50 years. Prabhupada leaves, and then you guys go and do whatever you want, whatever your speculation was. But now it's time for the truth. You got to line up here for this injection of real Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, you're already lining up for the other. And that shows you need this. Your disciples, at least, you want to save your guru. Your disciples can save you if you can't listen to this because your false ego has been developed by becoming, grabbing the head of the snake. You know what the head of the snake is? In the churning of the ocean of milk in the Bhagavatam, the churning, right? And the demons, the stupid ones, the less intelligent ones, wanted to grab the head of the snake because they wanted to be first. See, the first will become last. Remember Jesus said that? You first, you jump at the thing. You think, well, let's go to the head. We want to be in front, right? Oh, you guys are rank and file devotees. We're going to be superior. We're going to go to the head. We're going to jump to the head. And you know what Krishna said? And I say the same thing. Don't do that. No. Go to the back. There's less poison there. See, that's why the disciples of these gurus will come first. Because they've been poisoned by the head. You know what that poison is? To be a spiritual master, to have a name like His Holiness or His Grace and not have it. To be a spiritual master and not have ecstatic, intimate relationship with Krishna. You're getting all the poison of name and fame. What Raghunath Das called donkey urine. You're drinking that every day. If you don't have mellows, if you're not a real spiritual master is by the book. Chaitanya Charitamrita, verse 90, Adi Lila, on the spiritual master, verse 98 through 100. Okay? The spiritual master is absorbed in devotional mellows. See? By the action of the spiritual master absorbed in devotional mellows. See, devotional mellows, very important qualification. Devotional mellows means this. See? No this, no mellows, therefore no guru. See, we go by the book. Very strict here. No speculation. No exaggeration. By the book. By the action of such a spiritual master, absorbed in this mellows, crying, laughing like a mad woman or madman. Okay? And the book Bhagavad, which is just what I said, just telling you what's in the book, not a checklist where that's not on there. No, the book. The book! Prabhupada's book! These mellows are transferred into your heart. No other way. No other way. There's no other way. There's no other way. How do we know this? You had 50 years and nobody has got this. I haven't seen any kind of worship like this. But my disciples here, my friends, look at them. They're getting it. So we must have the real formula. We must have the prototype that works. This is the model. Okay? This is modeling. You have to come in this way. See, this is by the book. So you bring any other arguments against this. Let's see what is stronger. I say Prabhupada's book as it is, presented as it is stronger than anything. Stronger than the illusion that you can be a guru without real bhakti, without devotional mellows, without this, without crying into this daily. You know how many of these I've used over the years? And my disciples are using now, many of them. You got to use a lot. How many have you used? I bet many of these gurus don't even have one by their chair. Right? Have you seen any of these by their chair? No. Yeah, because they need shiksha. We're here for the shiksha. Are you ready? Anybody? I just waited. I'm shooting for the rhinoceros. I want to get one sannyasi here. One guru here. Then there'll be real benefit for the world. Otherwise, it's just la-di-da. Just religion, big ceremonies, and none of these here. No ecstatic, intense bliss that Lord Chaitanya brought that we have in this Sangha. Why? Because we got the real Vishvambara, obviously. Otherwise, there wouldn't be such ecstasy here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a madman raving madman. Maybe it's all about being a normal ceremonial Vaishnava. Wearing the right clothes, saying the right things that please everybody. Yeah. So accompanied by his beloved Nityananda, the Lord engaged in pastimes of relishing his own holy names and the association of devotees. Isn't that funny? We're doing the same thing. Are we following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya or what? Aren't we relishing the names, his names, Krishna's names in association of devotees every day? Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that fun? That's we're teaching by our example, like he did. In ecstasy like that, and just saying, yeah, we welcome this ecstatic worship. We're not like these guys out there, oh, Sahaja, oh, Sahaja, oh, Sahaja, oh, God, come on, you little whippersnappers, little babies, little children's, grow up. Come here and you'll grow up, man. Find out what real Krishna consciousness is. this thing crying, Sahaja, Sahaja. Well, you say that here, you're just saying it to Lord Chaitanya. Oh, he was a Sajadu. If you notice, the verses match here, the book matches here. You found devotee Bhagavat. Say, match the verses, man. There's the book Bhagavat explains what the devotees were like then, and now you see it now. Therefore, what do you see is liberation and salvation and more, pure devotional service. Because what you read in the book of bygone devotees is here again in revival. Revived. Again. It's amazing. I'm reading this. Wow. This is what I'm just commenting. I said, wow, accompanied by his beloved Nityananda, the Lord engaged in pastime, relishing in his own holy names and associated. Yeah. We must have Nityananda here too. The twin divinities, Radha and Krishna, Nityananda and, Vishwambara. Pani has arisen from the ashes. Funny. Oh, it's here. Okay, funny. Great. Risen from the ashes. Yeah. Accompanied by his beloved. Yeah, funny. It was telling me yesterday, him and Noodles, they feel Krishna all the time just because they have faith. They say, we have faith in what's going on here, they feel like family member. And they say Krishna doesn't leave. He's just here. He eats with us. They put him on a table and they give a plate for him. They feel he's like Krishna's a part of the family. This is the way it's supposed to be, a natural thing. It's natural. The God wants this natural relation. Isn't the name natural sound better? Natural relationship with Krishna. That's what you get here. It becomes natural. You naturally feel Krishna around. Yeah. I love this. That's why what I loved about real Christians, they feel that Jesus' presence, God's presence. They feel it. It's an encountering that. Oh, wow. It's uncommon. It's wonderful. And they preach that. And I was always thinking, God, that would be great in Vaishnavism because I was feeling that, and I was thinking, why can't you feel like that and act like that? Act like that, like, oh, God is over there and I'm over here, and it's just kind of this reverential external thing. I love the natural. It's like, I feel that God, I'm here in this world, but and you see so many people that don't have this relationship, and they're listening to illusionists and materially motivated persons and being miserable and limited, all because they don't have this natural relationship with God. See? Jesus came to give this natural relationship with God. That was his gift to the world. Krishna or God through him. And Lord Chaitanya came to do the same thing, and he's doing it through us also. You want to be, have God as your informal companion, just there, your real friends. Oh, well, that's what we got going here. Okay. So, purport. The phrase Nija Maya Rasa is explained as follows. The Supreme Lord is Rasa Maya, or full of transcendental mellows. See, the Lord is filled with that. Yeah. So the Supreme Lord and his holy names are non-different. Therefore, the holy names are also Rasa Maya. Rasa Maya. See this Yoga Maya, but it's like Rasa Maya. It's another name for Yoga Maya is Rasa Maya because it's full of emotion, full of this bliss. In terms of transcendental emotion and bliss is very wonderful. Rasa Maya. The Supreme Lord and his holy names are non-different. Therefore, the holy names are also Rasa Maya. The Supreme Lord's names or spiritual names are distinct from ordinary names or designations. See, this is proof that you have a relationship with Krishna. People don't know the real standard in Krishna consciousness. That's why it's still religion. There's speculation there. The proof is this relationship, man. Krishna's names are non-different and they're full of rasa, right? Rasa, yeah. Well, how do we know they're full of rasa? Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Is that full of rasa? I finished my 16 rounds, Hare, or I finished my 1 lap. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Is that, do you know personally the non-difference of the name? Well, if you do, then you'll experience this rasa. And people, if you're chanting, if you're really preaching and not hiding in the cave, and you're really preaching this, you'll be tasting this rasa, and people will be seeing, wow, this person's really tasting something wonderful. I think I want to taste this too. Boom! Raganuga Bhakti candidates. You're better than these gurus. These gurus, they look over here and say, oh, what are these guys doing? We're not tasting that, nor do we want to. What kind of guru is that? What are you following out there? They don't even know what real Krishna. They don't know what rasa is. Krishna is rasa. You come here, you see even my students tasting Krishna, the rasa maya. What is this? People don't know what is real. Krishna is full of rasa, and if you are a knower of that Krishna full of rasa, people will see it. If you're here in public, we're publicly chanting Krishna's name, and people seeing, wow, what are they experiencing? They look like they're full of something, and it ain't shit. It's chit and bliss and ananda. You see, wow. See, people have never had things explained clearly. The way they read this, oh yeah, Krishna's full of rasa maya, rasa maya. And they don't know what, they're not filled with rasa maya themselves. They don't taste this rasa maya of Krishna. They're not filled with this bliss so that they show, oh God, these people, this person's delivering this rasa in this world. They're flooded with this devotion. They're proving right before my eyes that these persons here know Krishna, who is full of rasa, because we see that rasa manifesting in them. The symptoms, the tears, the heart. What do you think the book is describing? Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 23. The devotees who know Krishna, they're in prema rasa, prema bhakti. Sometimes they cry, sometimes they laugh. They're filled with ecstatic bliss, intense. Makes them jump around. You want to jump out of their skin. Hey, this is Krishna consciousness. This is where the well of life is. The fountain of youth. This is why Lalita Ganga, she's a senior citizen, but looks like a youthful teenager. Isn't she beautiful? This is because of bhakti, man. Pure love of God. Makes her look more beautiful than a teenager, than these most beautiful models. It's true. Yeah. Bhakti is youthful. Yeah. Even Prabhupada, he was an old man. I heard women want to marry him. This is natural. Krishna is attractive to women. Just natural. But so is, women become attractive to men. I see, those who have bhakti here. A lot of people want to marry Janaki. Remember? You hear these guys, I want to marry Janaki. She looks so great. She's a grandmother, man. Doesn't matter. They see the bhakti in the eyes and the face, and the effulgence. It's become marriageable again. But then the devotees say, no, we've been there, done that. Not that again, man. Yeah. The Supreme Lord's names or spiritual names are distinct from ordinary names or designations. Lord Gorahari forgets himself in transcendental ecstasy of chanting the holy names in the midst of his devotees. Affection for his devotees is the cause of his forgetfulness. The Lord performed kirtan every night. No one except the devotees could participate. See, isn't that interesting? The Lord performed kirtan every night. No one except the devotees could participate. See here, when they say devotee, they mean devotee. Yeah, go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead. I think you're muted.
Yeah, I meant deep devotees, really, really deep associates.
Yeah. Yeah, deep devotees. The ones who are real devotees. See, real devotion is there. Because this, it's like because the devotees are favorable to the Lord's nature. The Lord is filled with ananda. That means there's going to be, if there's ananda there, there's going to be tears, right? There's going to be ecstasy. And then if the Lord talks, he's going to talk conclusively. So devotees, they like truth. They, no matter even if, see, devotees who are real devotees, they don't have any dreams to dash. See? The ones who are practicing to be devotees, they have dreams to be dashed. They have speculations to be smashed. See? So therefore, it's a little uncomfortable being with a real guru. It seems, it's so heavy being with real devotees. Because I believed in Jaipataka and all these Radhanas and Acharya Devs who are telling people to get the shots. I believed in them so much, in this Gohar, he's preaching against them. No, I'm just chastising them. I can't help it, man. I have to be, I'm either a servant of the Lord or not. I just it's my nature, it's Krishna's nature, it's a devotee's nature to chastise the illusion. And if any of you out there that I just named have what we're talking about in this class here, and you got, this is your Bhakti Shastra, then there's no problem. You'll say, thank you for saying what I didn't say because I'm in this organization. But if you can't say that, sorry, man, we're here to chastise the illusion. You're an illusion if you don't got one of these every day. Not one, at least two. Well, I go through 3 or 4 every day, usually. This is your qualification. You don't got this, man. You don't got the right degree. It's a degree of devotion, not a piece of paper. Come on, man. Let's get with the real program now. No time to lose. This is for people who really want Krishna, man. Are you ready to have your dreams and your speculations smashed and dashed to the ground? So you get the real life? This is real life. What is it? Big ceremonies and flowers are thrown all over, and big garlands over these guys. You think that's really it? No, it's this festival every day. Ecstatic bliss, real clear truth, little chastisement, little whatever needed. Let go, let God have his way here. You guys, followers or gurus, and just listen to what I say here and just analyze it. Does this make sense? Am I exaggerating, or I'm just telling you the truth and showing you the truth? Are we not showing? Are we not witnessing? Are you not witnessing what is really true? Can you see it? If you can't see what's going on here, how you have no real business being a real guru. Come on, man. How do you represent Vrindavan? This is representing Vrindavan, man. These. Yeah, Lord Chaitanya cried a lot. Do you notice? Did you ever read that in the scriptures? You don't think his real devotees cry? He laughed like a madman. You don't think his real devotees laugh like madmen? Look at this lady. She laughs like a madwoman. And that's the qualification. You don't have that. You don't have the Bhav of Vrindavan. That's what's going on there. We're here to teach the truth. We're here to set things straight. Set the record straight. Prabhupada's let this stuff go on long enough, right? You don't think he's happy? So, oh boy, I would have liked to have said that then, but I couldn't. But you say it for me. See, the father is happy that his son is finishing the job.
He's talking through you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the Lord performed kirtan every night. No one except the devotees could participate. It's kind of like here. You notice people can, say many are called, but few are chosen. And if you're chosen, because if you're chosen, you feel it. It's like Krishna. You have some relationship. Jesus said, I come here to teach those who are taught by God. That's the super soul in the heart. You got some indication in here. It says, go there. Otherwise, no. See? You won't be able to participate. I don't have to tell you not to participate. The Lord will lead you somewhere else. Oh, you're not qualified. You go over there. Go to the flower worshipers. Go to the big ceremonies. Or go to the world. Whatever your desire is, the Lord will lead you and help you fulfill your desire. If you have a desire for intimacy with Krishna and ecstasy and understanding Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books enough, then you will come here because that's all here. That's all what we're about is ecstatic worship. Right, River? Just ecstatic worship, want more of Krishna, right? That's what it's about here. So if you really want that Krishna, that's the real Krishna. Rasa Maya, they're filled with transcendental mellows. You want to be filled with those mellows? Yeah, that's what we do here. If you don't care about this, well, go somewhere else. Go listen to some illusions out there. Be illusioned. So what? You don't care about Krishna arising in your heart? You don't want to feel this ecstasy arising, this prema arising in your heart? Go somewhere else. That's what the Lord said. He said, if Krishna doesn't arise in the heart, if prema does not arise in the heart, what's that to me? Doesn't matter. Doesn't mean anything. No, say if prema, you don't care about prema arising in your heart like you see in Lalita Ganga and river sometimes and others. What's that to us? Go out somewhere else. Go get what you want. Go fulfill your desires out there. That's what the material world is. Yeah. Oh, you think devotional service is something else? Go out there. Go out, do your ceremonies and all that, if that's what you want. Oh, you think it's about many lifetimes before you get this prema? Well, go out there and be in those sanghas still. You still haven't understood that when devotees are here and when they're authorized to give the gift that they have to the world, then you can get this rare prema in this lifetime, if not a week, if your faith is strong enough. Yeah, if you want it the many lifetime, go to the many lifetime sanghas. You want to be happy, really happy, because this ras, this prema ras, is the only thing that's real happiness in this world. There ain't any other happiness here. It's all bullshit, man. It's all temporary. This is real. This is eternal. See, this is eternal life, is worshiping God in ecstasy. What do you think? We just clarified what Jesus said. He said, I am the life. What is he saying? I'm ecstatic, man. That's life. I have life. See, he said, I have life. I have ecstasy. I can give it to you. I can give you life abundantly. That's a devotee. You want real life? Real life is ecstasy in their worship of Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Jesus Christ, in their worship of the Lord and the Lord's devotees. That's where real ecstasy is. You want that? You got to be around devotees who are ecstatic like that. Otherwise, there's no other path to it. They are the path. That's sadhu sangha, real sadhus. Otherwise, you're just playing the game still. You're still speculating. You don't know what real devotional service. We just tell you frankly. I use the book. It says here, right here, right here. I just read the book, Book says, day after day, the abode of Navadvip was filled with ecstasy because of the presence of Vishwambara. Day after day, we're filled with ecstasy because of the presence of Vishwambara. Therefore, it's revived again. It's just like you read in the book. You see it in real living color, living life here. And if you want that, this is where it is. This is where you'll get the ecstasy, and only where that kind of ecstasy is. And it's not in those, oh, Prabhu, this is really ecstatic. Oh, Prabhu, this is really blissful. You ever see those devotees say that? Oh, it's all ecstatic. Oh, it's all ecstatic. Ecstatic is symptoms, man. The crying, the laughing like a mad woman, mad man. The choking of the voice when you're worshiping God in this prema ras, this bliss. Hey, that's ecstasy, not this stuff. Oh, it's really blissful, really ecstatic Prabhu. Yeah? It's so superficial. They didn't know what ecstasy. They're like parrots. You're just a parrot still. You want to go beyond parroting? Being a parrot, you want to be filled with that ecstasy. Then yes, I know this is wonderful. I have an experience of that ecstasy, and it is very intense. Otherwise you don't know. No prema is awakened in you. You got to go around prema devotees. Devotees are following the path of prema. That's what we follow. That's what the Lord Chaitanya's devotees, they followed the path of prema. You can read it in a book. And we follow the same path. That's why we have controversy with the Vaidis. They say, what path are you following? You're following the path of no rules. Yeah. We follow the rule of prema. We are ruled by prema, man. That is our rule here. That is the book of life here. Prema. No prema? Oh, our day is unsuccessful. Oh boy. Lord, I put out my bowl and it's empty. I just have to try again. But the Lord keeps reciprocating. I noticed that, it's like, it just seems to make it easier. See, this is the difference between when I started to get ecstatic and now it just gets more easy, more like natural, like breathing. Yeah. More capacity. Yeah. And that's like, yeah, more. Yes. Yeah. This is the practice of prema. There's a book that Johan likes. It's called Practicing the Presence. See? So to be more conclusive about that, practicing the presence of prema. See? Because when you practice, when you start chanting, then prema arises. Oh boy, there we go. Now this is real practice, man. Devotees are just practicing to do the practice. They don't know that you're just practicing. You're not, in the effective stage yet until you practice. And like this, when you start your practice, then prema starts to arise. See, this is the effective stage of devotional service. This is this is being saved. Otherwise you're not in the kingdom of God yet. See, isn't it nice? We're in the kingdom of God now. The Lord ain't waiting. We're tasting the nectar to an extent that these beings in the spiritual world are tasting. See, and this is we're just getting more purified. See, more capacity. Yeah. And this goes on forever. Okay? That's why it's always ever fresh. Krishna's ever fresh, ever youthful. You notice? Yeah, this is youthfulness. Yeah, I see people in the world, people my age, they look so old. Why? Because they don't have this bhakti, man. And they just old. If you don't have God intimate in your life, you look old. You get old. Devotees, their bodies may look a little bit old and everything, but inside is youthful. Yeah, Virginjanandana, the ever youthful one. They just please Krishna, preach about Krishna, talk about Krishna, chant his name. Just on and on and on like this. Make people really happy. This is the only real happiness in the world. Is this prema. It reveals God. We come here to give the path of prema to people, man, so that you can know that Krishna that you chant, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Then it'll be Hare Krishna. Like that. The glories of Vishvambara's prowess were so great that no one in the three worlds knew their limits. The glories of Vishvambara's purport. The glories of Vishvambara's prowess were unique. Since human knowledge is based on the three modes of nature. Interesting. See, human knowledge based on the three modes: passion, ignorance, and goodness. See, that's still human. You got to have something more than human. It is unable to grasp the transcendental concepts. That's why the Vaidis, their knowledge may be in goodness. It's still not enough to grasp this. You got to hear it submissively from a real devotee who is grasped. See, they're able to grasp it. Grasping, they can grab it. Can you grab this? Most can't. But would you like to? Then you're a candidate for Raghunaga Bhakti. You have to go to those. Wow, this person has grabbed Krishna. Substantially. I want to also grab Krishna, so I'll go there and learn. See? That's the path of Raghunaga Bhakti. You see devotees worshiping like this, and you say, wow, I also want to grab Krishna like that. I want to be able to feel the Lord in my grasp. So the glories of Vishvambara prowess were unique. Prowess, see? The potency. Unique. See, that prowess is here again also, you notice? It's unique. What's going on here is unique because the Lord is using us. His prowess, his transcendental prowess. See? We're so great that no one in the three worlds knew their limits. Oh, wait. No, it's based on the three modes. Since human knowledge is based on the three modes of material nature. This is why ultimately you want to find the real path is the devotee. You want to find real knowledge is in the devotee. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy. See, that's the transcendental ananda. I give them the understanding, them the real knowledge to come back to me. You listen to those. They go back and you go back with them. That's Guru Dev. Otherwise, you got gurus and teachers in religion under the modes of nature, even goodness. That's why all they can give you are rules and regulations, or maybe just speculate on this higher knowledge. that comes from revelation, from intimacy with the Lord. It's transcendental. You need to associate with those kind of devotees, and only those kind of devotees can give you this, the transcendental grasp. You grasp on that transcendental rung through their association, only through their association. That's the narrow gate. Broad is the way of destruction, because only those rare devotees can get you to grab that transcendental rung beyond the mode of even goodness. Based on I love this, so good. It is unable to grasp transcendental concepts. See? If you want to grasp it, you got to hear them from a person who has grasped these transcendental concepts, because they worship the Lord in pure love of God. That's the real guru, my friends. That's why we spend so much time on Guru Tattva, so we can make it more clear. Because can you imagine millions of devotees? If they listen, they can all be free if they understand Guru Tattva. Because if they understand, and they have to listen, and when they listen to where it's being really taught, then they know, and then they go through the door, and then they're in Vrindavan. That's why in our preaching, there's the potential of millions upon millions of Vaishnavas who have already been caught in Prabhupada's net, and also those who are serving also been caught in the net. If they can grasp these transcendental subjects through hearing the vibration, through a living, empowered person, these concepts, all you have to do is hear them, and then they enter the heart, make the heart strong, and you overcome the illusion of all these speculations that have wounded your heart, made you weak in illusion, believing in illusion, and following religionists. Okay? So how you transcend the modes of nature. This is the meaning. We teach the practical way to surrender to Krishna. Abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to Krishna. Surrender to me. See, you got to understand by hearing that verse explained by a devotee who has grasped these transcendental subject matters. See, we teach that. See? So what is the meaning of that verse? The meaning of that verse is Krishna was here. He was Arjuna's guru. He said, just listen to me. Don't, abandon your speculations about Dharma Shastras and all these things and listen to me. See, that's the surrender. You listen to those who have grasped transcendental subject matters, and they are empowered by that transcendental Lord to deliver you. See, that's how you surrender to Krishna. If you think, oh yeah, I'll surrender to Krishna, like in the book. No. Krishna was there in context. He was there. He's a person. Arjuna was his disciple. Arjuna said, hey, you're my guru, man. You tell me, your words are like nectar. They're the truth. You tell me, yes, tell me these nectarian concepts. Oh, I cannot grasp them myself. Look at me. All I know is Varnashram Dharma stuff. Dharma Shastra, how to be a moral person. How can I grasp these things unless I hear them from you? God, I thought it was all on all I knew is up to the mode of goodness. So the devotees have been captured by Prabhupada into this net, into the mode of goodness. You want to transcend. You want this transcendental grasp. Well, you got to hear it from those empowered, very rare devotees. I think we're probably the only place for this. See, because proof is in the pudding. If if another place is like this, the disciples will be getting this prema, and I haven't seen it. Matter of fact, I don't see even anybody over there in these other Vaishnava sectors are even attracted to grasp the transcendental realm. See, the message goes out. Some will be ready. Those who hear it will come. You'll see. They'll come. It's like they'll just like, wow, yeah, this is available. This is what I came into this incarnation for. I've been looking for this. Like Lalita, she was looking for this. She wasn't impressed by all these other guys presenting this. She wanted a certain thing. When it appeared, she go, there it is. See? There are others out there like this. They just have to hear the message. That's why Jesus, kept preaching the message, and he empowered his disciples. You're going to get the Spirit, and you'll preach the message. See, it goes out, and they, and so anyway, they need a little help now too. They can, we're here to also to help, assist, assist people understanding, what's beyond the mode of goodness even. So hidden in the distance, 5 or 10 people gathered together and spoke bad words that would take them to hell. Purport. Ordinary unqualified persons who blaspheme the process of worshiping the Supreme Lord are punished by Yamaraj after they die. And that's true. And that's good. Yeah. So Yamaraj, see, it's all a teaching. Punishment is what? To rectify and to teach. Okay? And if you see the devotees and you blaspheme, which a lot of people, they can't help it. What are you going to do? They think this is wrong, right? Just how it is. But just by seeing the devotees, they're getting some purification. So still, ultimately, you got to become attracted to the honey of the pastimes of the Lord and the name of the Lord. It's honey. It's got to taste like honey. You got to show the world, if you're going to be a guru, you got to show the world that you're tasting some honey, man. Otherwise, what kind of guru are you? You're not the real guru yet. You're not the real leader yet. You got to lead by following that nectar, tasting that nectar. That's a leadership. Otherwise, you're not a leader. You will need to be led still by such persons. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's about giving Krishna to their disciples by showing and by teaching the real shit. They need Krishna themselves, otherwise they can't master anything.
Yeah. Neither guru, that's why Jesus said that the blind leaders have blind followers. The blind lead the blind guides. See, you're blinded until you've grasped that transcendental realm. See? Mode of goodness. See, people misunderstand. They think, oh, I'm a teacher. Look at me. I'm a guru. Look at me. I've been appointed. I'm here to deliver my disciples. But what have you grasped? Usually only topics in the mode of goodness. This transcendental topics are deeper. See, and they're you got to hear from a devotee who's grasped that. See, that's the devotees who worship in loving ecstasy. They get the understanding, revelation, see, on the scriptures, and they explain that to people, and they get liberated. That's why, the Uttam Vaishnava is, when you start to become towards the Uttam stage, is the Lord, and you get so hollowed out, and the Lord wants to make a lot of Uttams now. He hollows you out through this ecstatic worship to the point where you can convince others. Not everybody. A lot of people, okay, fine. But some who are ready, they become convinced by the truth, and then they enter in. See? They enter into the same stage, into the kingdom of God very quickly. Okay? So you see, we're using the book Bhagavat. And because of absorption in the mellows, we get the understanding that we're preaching. You see, this is the formula. That's why those who listen and become convinced, they start to become really ecstatic. Understand the real path by experience, by revelation. Doesn't Krishna give you these revelations, right? You can only understand what he shows you.
It's just fantastic, Guru Maharaj. This relationship with the Lord, those revelations, it's present after present after present. It's so precious. These jewels, oh my God. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
Actually, I feel that you're unbelievable, man. I can't believe you got somebody like you here. Such a servant of the Lord, you know.
Oh, it's not me. It's not about me. I just received this.
I could just see Krishna saying, "This is my beloved daughter, who I'm well pleased." Can you guys see that too? You know. And how do you know? By what you see here. What you see it right there. The Lord is showing the world, this is my beloved daughter, whom I'm well pleased. Okay? Otherwise, she wouldn't be that ecstatic like that. See? Receive the mercy. You want the mercy, you got to go through people like that, the very rare devotees like this. You got to associate with them, like, go listen to them, become their friends. You're becoming friend of residents of the spiritual world. See? That's the path. Become their friend, man. Associate. Come to their classes.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. It's all because of my association with you. You know that.
I'm always thinking it's all because of my association with the Lord, Finally trusting the Lord. To really, this is so rare, it was, like I had to kind of come to the level of like, wow, this is real. This is real. I had people saying, it was like that Matrix movie. The guy had to come to realize that he can do it because, it's more than that. The Matrix is just a dark shadow of the truth. But it's kind of like that is he had to realize he had it. You got to realize you really got God. I mean, when you really do, not when you don't, but when you really do, that you've got that relationship. See, and trust that. That's when, that's when Prabhupada actually appeared and Krishna appeared. And then I still, it's like, okay, they encouraged it, like, yeah, you got it, man. Now preach it. So hidden in the distance, 5 or 10 people gathered together and spoke bad words that would take them to hell. Yeah, so Yamaraj said, bring me those, this is in Bhagavatam, bring me those who are adverse to the honey of the pastimes of the Lord, the names of the Lord, the truth of. Bring me those, they're still under my jurisdiction. So if you want to get free of Yamaraj's jurisdiction of this piety and impiety path, and it doesn't matter you're guru or follower, if you're still, I don't know, maybe I should eat this or don't eat that, or do this or don't do that because I don't want to be spanked and I don't want to be impiety. This is the piety and impiety path. See, that's action and reaction. See, pure devotional service dissolves action and reaction. Any sins you pick up from, anything like that, from being close to people like that, is dissolved just from ecstatic worship because of taste for the pastimes of the Lord. Taste for his name dissolves it all. It's the only real purifying agent in this world. Okay? So Yamaraj says, bring me those who are not on that path, this path of prema, this devotion to Krishna path. Yeah, can you imagine? We have that here. And it's, this sadhu sangha is to help people see what's evident, plainly evident, right before everybody's faces, all confirmed in these books. These are weapons, man. This is our weapons. People have deceptions, even in religion, as their weapons to keep you down and non-liberated state. And we have the weapons of truth. This is truth, man. That's why I'm just telling you what's in these books, the Goswami books and Prabhupada's books. They're weapons in the right hands. You know, they destroy illusion. You can keep squawking, this is Sahaja, and you keep squawking, and we'll keep squawking also. We'll keep squashing. You keep squawking, and we'll squash you with the truth for your benefit. So you can taste this sahajaness, this transcendental emotion, this bliss, this truth. Yeah, you squawk and we'll squash you with the truth like an ant. But you'll get life from that. We don't give death. We speak life into people. We speak liberty into people. Right? That verse, as per the verse. Jesus said, I've been anointed by the Spirit of the Lord to free the captives, speaking liberty. My words are like swords. They destroy illusion. Even more so now because we have Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya wasn't there when Jesus was there, was it? Yeah, Lord Chaitanya was here 550 years ago. We got that benefit. We got Jesus' benefit. We got Lord Chaitanya's benefit. Therefore, illusion, you're in trouble now. That's why you're so bold. Even we're calling out the gurus now. Hey man, I got my father, man. I got my friend. I got my beloved. You know, on our side, we got the whole ball of wax here. Got everything. What do you guys got? Nothing. All you got is all the opulences, all the technology, all the AI. What is AI? Artificial intelligence? When you got real intelligence here. This is real intelligence, my friends. You guys are devoid of feeling. All you got is artificial. You know, you're like a Zuckerberg, looking like a robot more every day. We look more juicy every day, filled with emotion, transcendental emotion, and transcendental truth. We got neighbors around here. This is why I like these. If we get too many complaints, we can just turn the key in the ignition and go somewhere else. People in the houses, they're stuck. Oh, it's time to go. Time to move on. You just turn the key and go down the road to another place. I like this lifestyle, man. Narada Muni lifestyle. Janaki likes it too. She likes it. So someone said, what kind of Vaishnava can there be in Kali Yuga? Vaishnavas we see are simply engaged in filling their stomachs. Purport. The blasphemers always say the Vaishnavas are simply interested in filling their bellies. Their idea was that, particularly in the age of Koro, there is no possibility of finding any Vaishnavas or attaining devotional service to Vishnu. See, now, to be more clear, how can you get pure devotional service in this age of Kali? How can you get prema bhakti now? There's no way, right? You notice people saying that? Gurus saying that. Oh, there's no way you're going to get praying many lifetimes. They don't believe it. They don't believe that what was going on here 550 years ago is going on here now because they're saying the same thing. Where do you guys fit? Where do we fit? Isn't that funny? We're manifesting the verses. So are you. You're part of the teaching. Thank you very much. Yeah, you go on squawking. We go on squashing. You go squawk illusions, and we squash by using the truth. So you see how everything becomes clear, man. You know what kind of Vaishnava they think, what kind of bhakti can. You guys must be sahajas crying when you chant Hare Krishna. That cannot be. Yes, it can. Yes, it is. So it must happen like this. That's how part of the purification. People can't believe. No, it can't be said. Man, yeah. Look at this. You know, she believes it because she believes. She's a believer. Look at her. She gets the ecstasy. That's Sahaja. Well, she looks pretty happy. Are you happy to be a Sahaja forever there, Lalita? Is it okay?
I don't care what they say.
You don't
They
care?
discourage you. They discourage you from the moment you come. You want to have Krishna, or you're not going to find it here, life after life. Oh? No, let me be a Sahaja, then I don't care.
They think this is material emotion. Well, how can we do this every day? You know, how can this be done every day? No. This shows you we have to be. It has to be an inspiration. If this was sahaja and false, we would have given that up long time ago. We don't give this up, man. No, every day looking forward to it. Man. Even out there in Gurukula does not promote people to develop love. Yeah. So because they don't know its value. See, there's the three modes of nature. Good, the knowledge goes up to goodness in Vaishnavism. So if they want to transcend religion, this is why you see the Lord and the Lord's devotees, they come to the religious first. You see, it's no different. Jesus came to the Jewish people, right? And preached from the scriptures and brought many people. Eventually, many people came because that's the way the Lord starts with Vaidhi first. Okay? So Lord Chaitanya is no different. He used Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, and Bhakti Vinod to bring people first on the Vaidhi level. And then he empowers somebody, in the line, which we are, to bring the next level. See, it's all per the way the Lord works. He did the same thing in Mathura. There was Vrindavan. See, he powered up in Vrindavan with his devotees, doing all these exchanges for years, And then it was time to go and liberate the captives. And he goes to Mathura, because Mathura, there are many devotees there, but they're under Kamsa's rule. That's religion. See, hypocrisy in religion still is the abode of hypocrisy. Kamsa was like a religious leader. You notice religious leaders have this tendency to be hypocrites. They can't get out of it. So the Lord came there and squashed the hypocrisy. Okay? And liberated the devotees. You notice how many people got boons. They were, the hunchback lady, she was just attracted to Krishna, his Vrindavan Krishna. And she was even a little, little lusty. And it was no problem. Krishna kept associating with pure Krishna, and then boom, she became a pure devotee. Straight and right up. Okay? Then the prostitute, it didn't matter. And people, they just received the blessing of the transcendental Lord. See, that's grasping the transcendental Lord. The Lord comes either in person or as his representative. So now it's his representative. He comes so you can grasp the transcendental rung. See? And then you kick the ladder of the modes of nature God. Boom, you don't need them now. You don't even need goodness. Now you're following the path of prema. Isn't it wonderful? You're set free. Freedom. No more captivity. Ask Janaki. She's so happy now. Alita and others. I am too. It's so wonderful. So happy, man. Happy at heart. Let all this stuff, whatever comes for the body. Who cares? We're free. We're free. Let's set as many free as we can. Maybe Krishna will overturn them. Maybe he'll, maybe they, oh my God, there's such good worshiping there going on. Well, let me just turn everything. I just wanted to scare these guys, to get them to really feel what it is to be in fear, and let them not breathe real air for a while so they can see how, just breathe their own CO2 and see how screwed up that is. All because they're believing in my illusion, my darkness, my dark shadow. Okay, let them go. Maybe he'll let them go. Let's see. Yeah. How do you become free of captivity? Just hear. It's all by hearing, man. You got to hear the transcendental vibration. Shamaguri read that verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the introduction, I think, or something, preface, and where Prabhupada said, you got to hear the transcendental vibration from people who have grasped that rung. So the bottom line is, come here. Do you see, has Gaura Hari Das grasped that transcendental rung? Because if he has, and you come here, you'll be able to grasp it also. See, grasp, understand. See, guru means the person is the Bhagavad Gita verse personified. They're ones who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, pure love of God. They get the right understanding, real knowledge, and they give it to you. There you go. You get it like that. And then you become like that too. Then you get revelation too, and then you give it out and make other gurus actually, disciples and gurus, and pass it on like that. And then when the chain is broken, the Lord sends a devotee to start it again, or he comes himself. It's always like that. See? Anyway, the chain is being reestablished again. See? And going further. Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod, they're in there, and we're here to finish the work. It is finished. People come here, you'll see for yourself. It's finished. It's complete now. The sacrifice is complete. Now I have my beloved Lord. What more do I need? Right? What more do you need, Lalita?
Nothing at all, Guru Maharaj. Nothing. My food and drink.
You got your food and drink. You're eating the body of Christ. You're drinking the wine, the ecstatic prema.
Well, yeah. Bread and wine. Spirit and truth.
Yeah. I finally got a friend in this world. No prema, no real friend, man. They can always betray you, No prema. The prema, when you get the real prema, then you got a real friend. They're not going to betray you like Judas. Who do we got here? Here he is, Govinda. Isn't Govinda great, man? Look at that guy. He's such a pure heart, man. Yeah.
It's great class. Guy. It's great, man. What made me remember was that thing Prabhupada said that a lot of people, they just took the chunk change, right, referring to the empire. And that's like all you Prabhupada disciples, you're not seeing the real progression here, the real love of God that's waking up in so many people. So many people just simply being attracted right out the pastimes. The wives of the Brahmanas, the fishing folk of the Jalengi. So many examples. Shivasi's tailor, he ate beef. And no, I'm not advocating or anything here, just saying that simple attraction, that's it. The well-known prostitutes. Dwarka. And that's it. That's it.
Simple, isn't it?
It has to be for someone as simple as me. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. It's like in Krishna Leela, Krishna just met people and they just received him and they received all these boons, like he meets this guy who was a tailor or the guy with flowers and gave him a flower garden. And he says, oh, here's your boon, man. Just being favorable to Krishna. And he got the boon. And the guys who got the chastisement was a guy who did austerities for many lifetimes, it said. Lord Chaitanya said many lifetimes. And then what did he get? He got the kick in the ass, cut his head off. Still got a blessing, but he was adverse. This is the thing. If you don't hear from the devotee, he thought and this is what's being taught in Vaishnava. Oh, by austerities and by your fastings and by your sadhana, you're going to attain Krishna. See, austerities, renunciations, and give up. You hear that preaching in ISKCON a lot. Oh, give up, give up, give up, give up, give up, give up, give up. But no taste, no, well, we can't give you that. Just give up, give up, give up. So many lifetimes this washerman followed that path to attain Krishna by austerity, renunciation. And he got to see Krishna, but he had no devotion. His heart was hard. And he said, I'm a servant of Kamsas. He's still bewildered. See, that's like many of these teachers and gurus even. See, they're following the path of austerity and everything. Their heart's still hard. And they're still, showing, we believe in the government. See, we believe in the shots. We believe in those injections and not these injections. We believe in the masks. See, they believe in the Kamsas still. So they're not free yet. See, they're not set free. They also need to be freed from captivity. So Krishna comes, and first he sets free the favorable. And he sets the captives free who are captivated by illusions. That could be teachers, preceptors, and also their followers. Whoever wants to be free can be free. Even if you don't want to be free, if you even contact this teaching, you might be very adverse, and that's part of your freedom. It's you getting expunged. All that stuff is coming out of you. I hate you. Yeah. Oh, you'll probably become favorable later on. You notice when Jesus said even the whores will get into the kingdom of God before you, he didn't say that they wouldn't get in, right? He just said they're coming first. You guys come later. Because anybody who makes contact with such beings, there's always a blessing. And many of them, they came in the second round when the apostles preached. Many Pharisees came and believed in Jesus and the path they were teaching. So it happens.
Much later then.
Yeah, it depends.
After Paul, when Paul was preaching.
Yeah. Well, some came also when Peter and Paul were preaching, and some, it was interesting because some came to Jesus, but they were really attached to their rules and regulations, and so they sometimes had controversy. They couldn't just let go and just have this faith in the path of the Holy Spirit. They were part of the rules, really was ingrained in them, so they had to struggle with that. Some people have left here because they're real attached to that Vaidhi thing, have trouble letting go of it. Not that you have to, but as long as you like, you can be whatever you are naturally. But if you don't lose your appreciation for what this is going on here, because people get the same thing, whether you're strongly attached to rules and regulations, or you're not so attached. If you come here, you get the same gift, love, praying for Krishna. Same gift. Yeah, go ahead.
But actually, prema detaches you from so many things, also from disattachment on your rules and regulations or on deities, etc. It just because you get a deeper taste.
Yeah.
And the deeper the taste, there is no room for the other taste anymore.
Yeah,
it goes automatically.
Automatically.
Yeah,
Well,
Krishna.
if you analyze what is the purpose of the rules and regulations, it's called purification, right? You're doing that to be purified, right? What is the purpose of prema? Well, one is the enjoyment of serving the Lord like that, but also automatically you get purification. But the purification is 1,000 times stronger than trying to get purified by rules and regulations. So why wouldn't you give it up? Why would you give up the strict? Prabhupada said a pure devotee does not strictly follow the rules and regulations. You can see it's in Nectar Devotional Service, Nectar Devotion, that book. It's right in there. Prabhupada said a pure devotee does not strictly follow the rules and regulations. They follow some, because they just naturally follow, because there's good, it's, a rule, like, vegetarian or just naturally, being, what is it, intoxication even, you're not prone to get intoxicated all the time. Maybe some of the time, some people, we have devotees here still get a little intoxicated sometimes. But, if you come here, gradually becomes less. Sometimes, the other day I felt like having a beer. I had a beer, so what, I'm not here. I don't need to restrict myself. But it's not like I'm having a beer all the time, or having beers, like 5 or 10. If you're making progress, then it'll be less, and you can still enjoy the world a little bit, because we're in this friggin' world, man. And, so what? But if it starts to take over your life, then then you got to be a little more strict on yourself, because you see people that are too attached to drugs and stuff like this, they end up leaving. I noticed that's the big problem with a lot of persons here. They like what we're doing, but they end up becoming too drugged out, and then they lose the path that way. So when they start drying out, then they usually come back because they like it. So there are obstacles. You got to be intelligent. Okay, this is in my way, man. That's why I know it's, this is why Prabhupada basically, he taught the rules and regulations. A lot of people were like really addicted to drugs, and then, they had to kind of let go of that a little bit. So anyway, whatever, just, when you start riding the horse and you stay on the horse, it's great. So we're here to help people. Everybody's got their journey, they got their things, their struggles, so anyway, just keep at it, man. Keep getting back on the horse. The devotees are called, one of the qualities are encouragers. Aren't we? It's encouraging. You come here, we try to encourage you, and you will get there, whether it takes this life or very soon. Many will get it in this life. Eric, I'm a full-blown drug addict, Gurudev, and right now I keep coming here, and I am more free. Because of you, thank you. This is real testimony, a lifetime and now forever. Yeah. So this is the thing. Whatever brings you here, and then later on, it's like whatever can keep you here. So sometimes if it gets too many drugs and everything, it'll keep you. Gradually, if you stay here, you start getting the drug. You start to become intoxicated with the holy name, and then the other becomes less. Because people are going to drug, they want to alter their consciousness. Well, this is a great way to do it, man. To have intimacy with God and ecstasy and all of this, it just gets better and better. It's better than any drug, really. Yeah. Okay. I think I got to move around a little bit. I think we'll stop here. Thank you very much, everybody. Now, if anybody wants to go live, they can go live, and we'll listen. You going to go live now, Lolita, or are you going to bed? Or are you going for
No,
your walk? Going for your walk before?
I need my walk. It's 4:30. I will see what I will do.
Yeah, your walk. Oh, yeah. Is it? They still have a lockdown there? You can't.
Yeah. I can only walk in what we call our garden here, a little piece here close to the house. We
Really?
cannot go out of the city. If we go out of the city, yeah, now they are very strong every weekend, and everything is closed for 3 weeks. So people don't have that, like the hairdressers, etc. They don't have their
They
job.
try and make people miserable, huh? They really. Yeah. So this is
Also,
just on the week. This is just on the weekend. Weekdays is all right to go.
weekdays we can go in the streets, yeah, but we cannot walk in the shopping streets. Only go to the supermarket to buy food, in
And then
out.
back.
To, yeah, and then the closed supermarket. Not when you go to the supermarket 1 kilometer further. So.
Oh my, it's ridiculous. And where they have police on the street looking at everything, making sure.
Very, they go inside because neighbors of us, he's a hairdresser, and for months already they get police almost every day come and check if everybody is wearing a mask while the hairdresser is cutting people's hair, and if
Wow,
they sit far away from each other. Yeah,
boy, what is it?
this
This
man
world?
needs to work all day long with his mask on his face. Yeah. But now he's at home. He has no job now, and so yeah, it's his wife doesn't work, so he has no job. So
How do they make money?
to feel that no
And so they
money,
get no money either. Boy,
money. 2 kids, no, nothing.
yeah,
Kids are at
yeah.
home for a whole year here and already.
Wow, it's boy, it's really yeah. Some places, huh? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's everywhere. A little bit here, a little bit there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see where it all goes, man.
We live in nature, and people here are very inside of the city. Nobody wears a mask. Everybody takes care of each other. Very friendly, very
Oh,
brotherly. Oh yeah,
oh, I
that's
mean,
not like
yeah,
in Belgium.
yeah. So that's in your city where you're at, the little village, right?
Yeah, this is 40 houses. I say city. I don't know what is the name.
Yeah. This, yeah,
40
that,
houses surrounded by urgent thing because we have wild pigs in the. Otherwise, the pigs come inside. So that's why we are
oh,
protected for.
pigs. Yeah.
But
Okay,
they
so
only
in your,
come in the night. During the day we have no problem, but during the night they come try to find food. So
oh, I see. Yeah. So you don't have to wear a mask inside that little place during the week. No. Huh?
never here in our place nobody does it.
Oh, great,
We live
awesome.
high in the mountains, so police doesn't come here. They don't come
Oh,
here.
they don't come there. Oh, okay. So during the weekend, you can still go around in the little
Well,
village.
here, and we have a little on the side. We walk here, but not those people here. They are spoiled. They grew up in this nature. They are not so fond of that nature as I am. For them,
Ah,
well, yeah, it's not special. For me, it's special to be.
yeah, in the
Uh,
nature. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, good. Oh, yeah, well, good. At least it's going on, right? Yeah. Okay, so have a good day. Enjoy your walk.
same to you, Guru. Bye bye.
All right.